Hi, Mrs. Nelson. Miss Nelson, how are you? Trying to get everything situated here. Hey, there's Scorpion. Well, I'm back on ZA, Nevada, just for hoots and giggles. Hi, Mrs. Nelson. Uh oh. Miss Nelson. Turn the sound off on the chat. I forgot about these steep hills here. Holy smokes. This one's not too bad, is it? Alrighty. Well, let's see. I got to get going here to see what I've got to do. Find me a truck. Gosh, I haven't played this one in a couple weeks, have I? What do we got here? Hops. What am I going to do with hops? Well, first thing I can do with hops is take them back up to the farm, I guess. Or I could put them right here. Sound check. Is everything okay? Picture okay? Sound okay? All right, there go the hops. Now, let's see. What field was I just on? Was it that one over there? Let me get rid of this. Everything good? All right, that's good. Trying to stay out of the water here. You got to go back to work next week, Scorpion? Or are they going to let you work from home? Whoa, that thing dumps pretty fast. I forgot about that. I should be using those on some of my other bigger farms as fast as they go. Well, I had to decide. I wasn't going to live stream today, but I don't know. It's kind of depressing way situation in the world. And hey, Anthony. Oregon's been hit. The governor, by the governor, basically. Governor has done a state of emergency here in Oregon. Everything that has at least 250 people or more has to shut down. So all the schools are shut down. Any big businesses are shut down. Kids are out for 2 weeks. Yeah, like I say, things are just being shut down here. Carol and I were not panicking. As a matter of fact, I still think that the media is just trying to scare everybody more than they already are, for no particular reason that I can see. And so, we weren't really concerned. but it's just been, it's just gone crazy. And so we talked about it the yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, and we said, well, I wasn't too concerned, but when we drove by Costco, there were lines of people like almost a quarter of a mile long trying to get into Costco. And so I told Carol, maybe we should be doing something. There's not going to be anything left. So we got in the car and we went shopping all day. And granted, some of the things people are buying don't make much sense, but we were buying like canned foods, things that we could put in the freezer. Like we bought more bread than we can eat, but we can freeze it, so we can make sandwiches. We bought, peanut butter and jelly, just anything that we could, that we could cook. Noodles, big bags of rice, things that you can store. People are buying some silly things. They're going through and buying a lot of perishable food. And so, we're not concerned about that. We're concerned about being able to eat for a period of time. So anyway, it's pretty scary. And I wasn't worried about it before. And I'm more worried about the aftermath, in that, what happens if everything gets shut down? Are they going to be making food? Are they going to be, hauling food, fuel, things like that? Everybody's being told to stay home. Well, not everybody can stay home, or people are going to starve to death. Oh, is there a map named Crater Lake? Is it Oregon's Crater Lake? Haven't you been to Crater Lake, Scorpion? I was talking to somebody online here that had been to Crater Lake. Omar, how long is this live feed going on? I don't know. I just started it just a few minutes ago. I generally go for 2 hours. Oh, I've got a life, believe me. And I've lived a good life. But my question is for you, Mr. Omer. Why are you here? Why don't you get a life? You wouldn't know I was live streaming if you weren't here. People are so weird. Why do they always come out on Sunday? Something about Sunday. It's all those people that should have went to church. Could be, Craig. How are you? Well, anyway, we're here. If you guys think I shouldn't be here, then I can go. I don't really care. I just didn't have anything else to do. Yeah, so far so good. My son's in bed with a headache, terrible headache, and my daughter just came over. She's got a headache, and we don't normally get headaches. I very rarely get a headache. But we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, we don't generally go anywhere except for yesterday. We went shopping, as I mentioned earlier. Well, I wasn't going to live stream, but I was watching some guy talking about the situation that's going on in the world, and that there's a lot of entertainment. Unless you've got Netflix, they've stopped all production of any kind of TV or movies or anything because they don't want to take the chance of the important people like actors getting sick. Um, but anyway, so he was basically he was saying about the only thing he's going to be able to do is to watch Netflix or YouTube. So here I am doing my part, trying to entertain. Bartek's in Poland. Hope you're safe. Hope everything's going okay for you. Yep, Bartek, it's a terrible thing. Just keep yourself and your family safe best you can. See, the it's gonna be tough. It's gonna pass, but what's it gonna do to the global economy? We're gonna have repercussions from this for quite a while with everything shutting down. Yeah, Scorpion, it's like taking a broom to the ocean and try to sweep the waves back. That's the way I'd look at it. Whoa. Yeah, I wasn't realizing how close to being full I was. Oh man, I'm glad you're here, Scorpion. You're my only wrench today. I thought I might see Bill. I saw him playing farm sim earlier. I need to think about that in the future. I need to make sure that I've got somebody in here with a wrench on Sundays if I decide that I need to live stream on a Sunday. Why is it Sunday? That's weird. Crazy, man. Oh, I thought I lost this map, by the way. I'd switched over from the Wild West, and I had a folder called Nevada ZA, which is this map. And I put the folder in, and it wouldn't load up, and I realized that the actual map was not in the folder. And I started to panic. I started looking at all my backups. I went to see if I could maybe re-download it, but I couldn't because the one I found was for seasons, and then I found another one, but it wouldn't load the guy's webpage up. It went to some odd... Well, there's a company that makes web pages for people where you can buy your own web page called Wix, and it went to that. So, like, it couldn't find the web page that was listed, and was trying to sell me a web page. And then I went back to Wild West and started looking through the mods, and there it was. For some reason, it got put into the Wild West folder. So, anyway, I was a few minutes late. I tried to come on right at 1, and that's why I was a little bit late. I couldn't find the darn map. Nathaniel's here. Well, I appreciate that, Nathaniel. Right now we're okay, but I'll think about it. You'd probably make a good one. I have a friend of mine who works in Washington, D.C., and they were closing government offices down. They gave her a laptop and told her to go home and lock herself in her bedroom and just come on with the laptop to work. That's why I was thinking about Scorpion, because they've already shown that that his company can work off laptops if they had to. So it'd be interesting to find out. I don't know how you're going to find out, if you're going to have to go to work to find out. You know, that'd be bad. You get to work and say, "Oh, you should be home on your laptop." Scorpion, do you get to take your laptop home, or do you have to go to your office to get it? Hey, Fred. Fred Young's in the house. Oh, that's my cotton one. Well, how much money have I got? I need some money. I should plant some cotton. That makes good money. I've only got 300,000. That's not enough to operate on. I don't know if you guys, and I don't know. What do we got? A few people in here. For those of you that are familiar with my page and my YouTube and stuff, you're going to probably know the name Big Hoss. Big Hoss was one of my subscribers that started making his own videos and making mods and stuff. He started modding. Right in the middle of a live stream the other night, his computer blew up. Now, he's had to quit his job. I don't know how much I should say, but his health isn't very good. He got sick. They told him he couldn't work anymore, and he has. Um, I don't know how serious it is, but I would imagine that any kind of cancer is serious. Anyway, he put an announcement on his Discord that he's got a little laptop, but it's not powerful enough to run any games or to stream on or anything like that. Plus, it overheats, and so he's shutting everything down. He's shutting down his Twitch page. Now he'd already quit YouTube a year or so ago, and just went exclusive to live streaming on Twitch. But he's given all that up, and it basically he's looking at it like, look, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a new PC when I'm kind of sick, and maybe he's just give it all up. So that's what he's going to do. So he's slowly shutting his Twitch page down. I haven't actually talked to him. I sent him a message, and he told me that things aren't going real good right now, and that when he got a chance, he'd give me a shout and call me, and we could talk. But he just things aren't good right now, so he just didn't necessarily want to talk about it, and that's fine. And like I said earlier, I didn't know how much I should even say, but I don't think I've said anything out of turn. And the reason I say that is the little bit that I just told you is he's already told to everybody on Discord, on his Discord. He wrote a letter and explained what was going on. So your laptop comes home with you every day. Well, that's good. At least if they call you and say, "Hey, stay home." Well, they probably wouldn't have to call you. Can't they get a hold of you on your laptop when you're working? If you're working on Monday. Anyway, so you already got it. You don't have to drive all the way to work to get it. Well, anyway, that's all I'm going to probably say about Haas. Is that for now, and to add that there, but for the grace of God, go I. I'm not far from that kind of situation myself. I don't have any computer problems. That's not an issue, but there are other things that could shut me down. Yeah, I've got more computers than I know what to do with. Like you guys know, I build my own PCs, and generally, rather than upgrade a PC, I just build a new one. And then as they get older, I start replacing, upgrading them with parts that I'm not using in other PCs. So I don't have a PC problem. That's not going to be the problem with me, but you never know. Stuff in life happens. So yep. I'll keep him in my prayers. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to him before too long. I basically just sent him a message that said, "Hey, I'm here, available for talk if you need it." And you guys know that I know how to talk. Probably too much. guess I better get that truck out of the way. I was going to say, I need to mow those crops, but I'm not actually mowing them, am I? I need to get some oil for that windmill. Listen to that. That's so funny. That there's funny right there, tell you what. All right, moving on. Get back to my combine here. Ruben Hedden, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Is it Hedden or Hedon? 1 for Hedden, 2 for Eden. Did I say Eden? I meant Hedon. I hate messing up people's names. One of those windmills was annoying you. On what map? Remember the church bells? Those are the ones that annoyed me. Because I got a copyright strike because the game had a church bell in it. And somebody claimed that they owned the sound of the church bell. I know Scorpion remembers that. I was really perturbed. I couldn't believe it, for one thing. But that's how YouTube does it. Anybody can say anything they want about it. I could do it. You could do it. You could go on any YouTube page and say, I own that song that they're playing. And YouTube will say, okay, well, it's up to the guy that's got the video to prove that it doesn't belong to this other guy. And in the meantime, they give the other guy the money for the ads. It's just crazy. You have a second farm? How many farms are on Wild West? I haven't actually counted them. Yeah, there was a guy. There's a guy that does YouTube, and he's a fairly good sized YouTube page, and somebody copyrighted his voice. Well, how in the hell does that work? They put a copyright on his video, and when they do that, like when I get a copyright and it'll say somebody's put a copyright strike on some music, and then they give you the exact place on the video where it's at. Like, let's say you've got a 30-minute video, and 15 minutes into the video, for 3 minutes, there's a song. Okay, so they'll say starting at 15 minutes to 17 minutes is where the strike is. So if you wanted to do something about it, you could go and say, okay, from 15 minutes into the video to 17 minutes into the video, delete that, and then I'll be okay because the music's gone now. Well, anyway, they put a copyright strike on his video, and they said it's from this many minutes to that many minutes. When you go to that, it's just him talking. They've copyrighted his voice. How does that work? Try to see if you can build it up. Well, how far do you have to drive there? You take a lunch with you when you go? That's a big map. Has anybody heard about that 64X map somebody was working on? If they finished it or not? You made a pseudo farm or a full farm. You should call it full farm. All the equipment in that area. Oh, so you don't have you can just teleport yourself over there if you wanted to. Use TARDIS. That'd be one way to do it. Set up and with Wild West, all you have to do is put something on like cotton on field number 17. Do one harvest, and you're set up for life on that farm. I made with just one load. One truckload, I made 7 million. Now, granted, the truck holds, I don't know how much. I think a truck holds like 1 million or so. It's a big map. Anybody went to the doctor and had them test you for having the flu? You know how they do that? They take a cotton swab and they ram it up your nose into your sinuses. It's very painful. Or at least I thought so. Now, I haven't had it done in years. But I was thinking if I get the flu, I might just take my chances and suffer through it. And if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. Because I don't want to go in and have some doctor cramming stuff up in my sinuses. That hurt. I hated it. It was very painful. It brings tears to your eyes. Oh, it holds 5 mil? Well, no wonder I couldn't fill it up. I'll tell you what, though, I had a problem. Scorpion, tell me if you had this problem. I was playing it yesterday, and the combine's going and going and going, and then it gets full, and you take your truck out there, and you empty it, the cotton into the truck. No problem. But the truck got up to about 40% full. It wasn't full. It was in the 40 percentile range, like 46 or 48, and the combine would not put any more cotton in it. It just stopped. I would go out there, and it looked like it was coming out of the pipe, but nothing was going in the trailer. So I pulled the trailer out of the way, and the pipe still looks like it's pouring cotton all over the ground, but nothing's coming out of the combine. So I didn't know what to do. So I went to the storage unit, or the cell unit that I had set up, and I sold the 46, 48%, whatever it was that was in the trailer, went back out there, and it loaded it just fine. So I wasn't able to really fill the trailer for some reason. Have you had that problem? Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It was the strangest thing. Well, here's the other thing, too. I thought maybe it was a glitch in the game, so I saved the game and shut it down and started it back up. Didn't make any difference. So I don't know what the problem was. Alrighty. And I'm still curious about this map. My curiosity expands over to these things. How do you know when this is ready to get stuff out of? I mean, you put the poo in there, and you put water in there. I'm pretty sure I got water in there. Maybe I should check. Maybe I don't. I must have water in there, because if I didn't have water in there, you wouldn't see cabbage or lettuce or whatever that is in there. But what happens at this point? Where does it go? How do you get it out when it's ripe? How do you even know when it's ripe? Just curious, because there's no one of these things, trigger point, that I can see. Just curious, I don't know. Now, granted, I know I've had the time set on real time on one. So I need to probably make time go a little bit faster for this stuff to even grow. But I'm just curious about that. All right, I got to find out what to do next as far as if I'm done harvesting now. Craig says he thinks they auto sell. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just have to watch for that then. Dedicated to multiplayer, but I don't play multiplayer. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to watch the finances up there and see if I can catch it when it changes. It would probably do it at midnight, maybe. Generally, that like if remember in the old good days in 15 and 17, at midnight, when everything rolled over, that's when your milk automatically sold, and they charge you for your leased equipment, and anything that had to do with finances happened when you rolled over midnight. I wonder if that's the case with those. God only knows, and he's not talking. And I'm not walking. Right. Let's put on some speed here. Just a little bit. Not going hog wild with it. I just want to check my fields out. Let's see. Those are all done. I don't own this one. Yes, I do. Never mind. I own this. What is it? Soybeans. Well, let's get a... Oh! When did I do this? And I stopped doing this at some point. Oh, sweet. All right. Well, I'll have to get a tractor down there and finish that up. In the meantime, though, let's get a combine. I need one with a regular header on it. Okay. He never does, I heard. Craig. You know I did. You were playing with me, if you don't remember. I had 3 servers. Couldn't get anybody to play on them, so I gave them up. All right, here we go. We'll take John Deere number 2 down there. Craig's trying to get me in trouble. However that works. I never did go in and see if I could increase the size of these silos. The silos here don't hold very much. That there's Richard Pryor had an album out when he was just starting out and getting popular. And he had a routine about a guy walking down the dark alley eating a tuna fish sandwich. And something happens, he gets scared. He's telling this story, and the culmination of it is that he got so scared that he ran out of the alley. But the what he was saying was that I was praying to God that I'd come out of this alive, something like that. And he says, but he ain't talking, and I ain't walking. That's where that came from. God ain't talking, and I ain't walking. So he ran. Well, that didn't work very good. Just slammed into my header. See, Craig, that's what I don't like about the lag. I never know. I'll say something, and it's 5 or 10 minutes before somebody responds, and by then I've moved on to something else. So I'm not sure. Are they talking to me? All right. Well, we're gonna do a little corn, little corn. My bad. Do little soybeans. No, Craig, it's not your fault. But see, that's where I have with the live streams, and I haven't set this software up. You guys are noticing that your chat isn't showing up on the screen. I haven't been doing that lately because I'm using a new piece of software that I haven't set up to do that. And the only reason I like to do that is, I can't see that. When it's on the screen like that, I can't see it. So I have to have a different chat out that I can read. But when that gets put up on YouTube for everybody else to watch, the reason why I liked it was because you could hear me answering something that you've typed in there. If the viewing audience doesn't see what you're typing in there, they don't know. They're only hearing half of the conversation. Like you might say, "Rudy, is the sky blue?" And I would say, "Yeah, I think the sky is blue." And people are wondering, well, why in the hell would he say that? Because they didn't hear you ask the question or make the statement. So that's why I used to keep that chat in the window like that, so that people could see what somebody says or what question they asked, and then listen to my response. Because if I don't do that, then the way I'd have to answer everything, excuse me, is if Craig said, "Rudy, is the sky blue?" I would say, "Okay, Craig's asking me if the sky is blue, so here's my answer." Well, that's kind of a pain in the butt to have to do all the time. Me, asking the question before I can answer it. Ashton, this is not a multiplayer, just a single player game. Well, the game's not. The game I'm playing is, but I don't do multiplayer. Or I do, but not during a live stream. I don't have it set up for that. Although Giant has made it easier to do multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't actually done it the Giant way. The only way I've ever multiplayed before is where I bought my own server and ran the game on my own server. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, haven't they made it a lot easier to do multiplayer, where anybody can kind of jump in? I don't know. I haven't done it, and I haven't read anything about it. By the way, everybody was asking me on the last live stream if I'd bought the new DLC. I hadn't at the time, but I have now. So the equipment, they were telling me, is equipment that you would need on Wild West, but I've already got equipment that's bigger than what you can get on this new thing that I use on Wild West. So it works faster and all that kind of good stuff. But if you look at I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look here. This Borgalt is the name of the equipment. So this is what you get. Starting with this hoe drill, it's 23 meters, which is pretty good size, but it's not the size of equipment that I've already got in mods. I've already got mods that are that bigger, not bigger. But this is nice equipment. If the complaint that we used to have was they never made big enough equipment, well, they're making bigger equipment. It's kind of interesting too. I haven't used any of it yet, but there was a way that some of this equipment, let's see here. Yeah. It's interesting. I want to try to use it, but I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to have to look at it. But I saw a picture of one where it actually had like a pallet of seeds or something built right onto the thing. You just lift it up and set it up on there. I don't think it was this piece of equipment, but I'm not sure. But anyway, there's an air cart. You got this hoe drill here that's 30.5 meters, which is actually really big. It's actually a fairly good sized piece of equipment. But then it only does 11 miles an hour, which isn't bad, I guess. Actually, that's not that bad. It'd be different if it only went like 4 miles an hour. But yeah, that's a monster piece of equipment there, but I haven't used it yet either. So I haven't actually used any of this equipment, so I'm going to have to try it out. What to try it out. Okay, here, this boom right here is what I was talking about. See this boom right here? That boom extends out, and if you look there, there's a carrier on the side there. So on the ground, you've got a pallet full of seeds or fertilizer. You use this boom, goes out, it attaches to the pallet, lifts it up, and that's what loads it into the machine. They didn't make it easy, Ashton, because you play? Yeah, I don't know. I've never checked into it. If I was to do multiplayer again, I would just buy a server again and have my own server. It's just easier, and I have more control over it. Well, you're talking about the DB120. You know for a fact I've got one that I've got one modded for that's got like it holds millions of pounds of seed and fertilizer. I don't use it all the time. It's just I didn't mod. What I did was I copied a mod and I modded it and then I renamed it. Just like I did with that dump truck. You know the dump truck that I've got, the 49 or no 48 I think it is, 1948 dump truck. I have a normal one that holds, you know, a quantity, but I've got another one that holds 3 million tons of wheat or whatever you can put in it. And then I changed the name to Jumbo. So if I'm playing something like Wild West and I need something that'll pick up a lot of grain, I'll put Jumbo in the game. All right, well, anyway, there's your tank, your air cart there. And then we've got this piece of equipment here, which is a cultivator, and it is only 12 meters. You know, it shouldn't say only 12 meters. 12 meters is pretty wide. I got to remember, this isn't 12 feet. This is 12 meters, so that makes a difference. And then we've got one that's 21 meters. It's a weeder. This is a weeder. And then we've got this one that's 8 meters. Now, some of these, though, this particular one here is a seeder planter. So you can sow fields. Additionally, this machine offers the possibility to seed directly. No cultivating or plowing necessary. Now, there's a couple of these in here that do that. I think this one. Nope, that's cultivator. What does this one do? This great big one here is also a seeder planter. So again, you can use it without cultivating or plowing. That's interesting. I might look into using this. Yeah. This is actually the first time I've went through and actually read about these pieces of equipment. Normally I get a DLC from Giant and I say, that's a waste of money. Anyway, I'll have to check it out. Might be fun. It doesn't. Well, what's it do then? What's the point of it? Oh, I'm talking to Craig. Um, Craig says the 71-300, apparently the hook does not lift the seeds, etc., up to load into it. Huh. Does it just, well, then how, oh, does it, well, then that doesn't make any sense. How does the seeds get in the machine then? Because it didn't say it was a pipe. It said it was a, a boom. Interesting. Only thing I was going by was a picture I saw of it. I saw a picture of it that it showed a pallet of seeds or fertilizer or some such thing on it, lifted by that boom. Oh, somebody said when they did a review on it. Well, I'll have to check it out myself. All right, it's soup dessert time. As you can tell, I'm kind of got a little bit of a dry cough. That probably didn't sound very good. A dry throat. And don't be concerned. We've got, it's springtime. There's stuff in the air. And I have a slight allergy. So every once in a while you might hear me go, that's not even a cough. That's just a huff. They tried lifting seeds and nothing happened. Well, what's the point of it? Oh, geez. I just opened up a Mountain Dew. Oh, that feels good on the throat. It's nice and cold and refreshing. Still winter there? Well, it's basically, it's kind of still winter here. We don't get snow where I'm at because I live on the coast. And we just don't get snow on the coast, on the ocean. But the last 3 days have been bright and sunny. But it doesn't even get up in the 40s. So it's still winter here as well. It looks awful nice. I'm looking out the window right now, and it's beautiful out there. It looks like a nice summer day. But you walk outside, and there's a cold wind blowing, and it's only about 35, what is it now? It's not even 40 degrees yet. I think there's only one day that's supposed to get up close to the 50s this week. So it's beautiful, but it's beautifully cold. All right, let's go grab. I'm going to grab the quicker picker upper. And, oh, wait, I've got a spare tractor here. Let's grab this spare tractor. Remember I told you I needed money? Well, maybe I should pick up those bales and wrap them. Do I have a wrapper? They call me the rapper. Anybody remember that song? Rap, rap, rap. They call me the rap. Now they have to change it to crap, crap, crap. They call me a rapper. Because that's, I don't like, excuse me, I don't like rap music. I call it crap music. Anyway, that's just me. In the low 50s in Texas? Are you kidding? I don't know. I don't know if I had a wrapper in this farm. I can't remember which farm I had the wrapper on. Yeah, I don't seem to have one. Jeez, I got a lot of stuff. I don't have a wrapper. Maybe I should buy one. Let's go in here. And because I get more money if I wrap those bales. They're a pain in the to toot to do, I might as well wrap them. Where's the baling equipment? Right there. I think this is the one I was using before. Yeah, because it does square bales. All right, we'll get that. And Scorpion wants me to make it pink, so I'll make it pink. I know he does. All right, I got to go pick that up now, so let me head to the store. Put on your Sunday best. We're going to school. Was it Reeseville you had to wrap her? No, I don't think it was. Andy's late again. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Reeseville. I don't know. But I didn't think so. Hey, Andy. Better late than never, eh? You missed all the fun, Andy. I don't know why I bought that fertilizer, that spreader there, that sprayer. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it. Because with those John Deeres, I don't really need it. I wonder where that road goes. Where does that road go? That one that goes straight up the hill. Oh, I know where that goes. That goes to Uncle's place, I think. Might need a bigger tractor. Oh, jeez, it wouldn't let me turn. I love these wide tires. Uncle's place. Now, I own this, so I can come up here and mow this stuff too, right? Wait a minute. I think my farm is this way. I took a wrong turn to Albuquerque. I should have turned up the hill instead of down the hill. Let's go this way. You know, actually, this map's kind of... Whoa! This map's kind of fun. I just remember Lynn. I don't know where Lynn's at anymore, but she came in here one time and told me I wouldn't be able to use my big equipment up here, but I proved her wrong. Because I've been using it. You just have to have a powerful enough tractor to pull stuff around. Hey, Dark. How's it going? Man from Unkley. Yeah, you guys are coming in late, missed all the fun. I had some guy come in this morning and told me I needed to get a life because I was live streaming. Why? I don't know, unless people think that what's happening globally is so tragic that everybody should just stop living. You know, life is life. It's going to go on. Enjoy it while you can. The only thing I thought was I'd come in and entertain it for a little while, since there's so much bad things happening in the world. Yep, told me that I should go out and get a life because I was live streaming. You know what my response was? Why in the hell are you here then? You should get a life. If you're just sitting there watching me. They don't have an answer for that. It's Sunday. I get to where I don't even want to live stream on Sundays because crazy people come out. Oh, I'm telling you, Scorpion, that's an ugly bale. I should have chose green. That's just ugly. It looks like a Pepto-Bismol pill. How you doing, Dark? Oh, don't get me wrong. Just because you guys are here, I don't mean you guys are crazy. Scorpion loves the pink. All right. Okay, I gotta do. I'm looking for that. Oh, here we go. Let me get this, and then we'll start that guy up again. And I gotta start seeding. So I don't have a lot of money though. I don't have enough money to buy that new equipment. I'm gonna have to sell something before I can try that new equipment out. Wish it was hot pink. Well, I could set it on fire. Andy says it looks red to him. You know, and it very well could look red to Andy. I really believe that people's hearing, their taste, their vision, everybody's is different. And so what I see as one color might look different to somebody else. And I don't know how severe, because how would you know? How would anybody know what color I see? Because they're not me. They look like a light pink to me. Andy says it looks reddish to him, and that's fine. My wife and I do that all the time, where I'll say something is orange, and she'll say, no, it's yellow. Now, when it's really dark orange, she'll say, okay, that's orange. But sometimes a lighter color of orange, and she says it looks yellow to her. And the sounds that my wife and I are opposite on sounds. Like she'll say, oh, that noise is bothering me. And I said, what noise is that? She says, there's a high-pitched squeal. Well, I can't hear it, so it's not bothering me. And then some car will go by with their bass rumbling so loud that the whole neighborhood is shaking. And I'll say, oh my God, that's hurting my ear. And she'll say, I don't hear anything. So I hear the low sounds and she hears the high sounds. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean. I don't say that out loud. She'd come in and whop me with a broom. No point in complaining. No one's listening. Well, for me, it's kind of the same. There's No point in explaining because nobody cares. Or complaining. I can complain all you want, but nobody cares. I do anyway because I am a I wouldn't say a professional bitcher. I'm a recreational bitcher. I bitch for fun and profit. When I bitch, I don't bitch nastily. I'm not a nasty bitcher. I bitch for fun. I just like to bitch. Ask anybody that's watched me for a while. I do two things: I bitch and I whine. But I don't. But I'm not serious about either one of them. Yep. See, bitching's kind of like complaining. Well, it's the same thing, actually. Bitching and complaining is basically the same thing. I've got nothing to complain about. You know, I really don't. And people will say, well, you got health problems. That's not everybody's got health problems. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. You know, and there's no sense bitching about things like that anyway. Nothing you can do about it. It's like the weather. It's like bitching about the weather. So if you hear me bitching about the weather, I'm not serious. Because there's nothing I can do about it. There's no point in wasting your time bitching about it. I bitch about it because it's kind of fun to talk about. How many times have you seen somebody, you know, or you haven't seen somebody in a while, and they'll call you on the phone, and the first thing you say, hi. Oh, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. No, me neither. How's the weather where you're at? Or I'm hungry. What are you having for dinner? I do that a lot. Or somebody will say, well, I got to go. I got to cook dinner. Well, I want to know what they're going to have. Xbox servers are down. Random edits. How are you? The Xbox servers are down. Does that happen often? I've got an Xbox, a Xbox 360, and an Xbox One, but I never use them, so I wouldn't know. And I don't pay for Xbox Live, or was it? What is that Xbox service you have to pay for? But I don't play it often enough to pay for that. Doesn't happen that often. That's good. You don't want to interrupt a good game. Because real life will do that for you. Here's the funny thing. That guy that came in and told me to get a life this morning, how does he know this isn't my life? I said, I got a life. This is it. Come on. Give me a break. I thought that was pretty funny myself, though. Well, Scorpion would have laughed. Oh, no, wait a minute. Scorpion was here. He knows. Yeah, and Miss Nelson beat you all here today. She was first on. I think. I could be wrong. I think maybe I was first on. Who knows? Alright, well, I'm just going to move this guy out of the way for now. I'll just put him right here. Alright, I got to finish that field, and then I got to start planting and stuff. Oh, I started doing that. I need to check my fields. Is everything done now? See, this one's done. That one's done. 20, 21. What else have I got? 20, 21, 12, 18, 1, 3, 4, 19. Where's 13 at? Don't I have a field 13? Oh, there it is. I'm on it right now. Never mind. I get lost on this map for some reason. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, so there's 19. Already did it. So I'm ready to start working again. I got everything done. Okay. All right. I gotta find out if anything needs plowed. I bailed on a movie too, Scorpion. Disney Plus put Frozen 2 on their live stream service. So I started Frozen 2 for the kids, and I said, I'm going to go live stream. Random edit says maintenance. But why would they do maintenance in the middle of the day? Don't they? Oh, well, it might not be the middle of the day where you're at. Where are you? Generally, they do maintenance in the early wee morning hours. I don't know. I think the people like that, Andy, think they're going to make me mad and start ranting or something. But it just makes me laugh. I think it's funny. Because if you think about it, why doesn't he get a life? Why is he here? Why is he on YouTube? You know what I mean? So I'm live streaming and I should get a life. I shouldn't be live streaming. But it's okay for him to be on YouTube watching other people live stream. What's that? I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. People. Yeah, they're just trying to make you upset so you rant and rave about something. I just thought it was funny. Makes me laugh. Zootopia. I bought that one. I've got that one on DVD. I've got Frozen 1 on DVD. But the kids wanted to go see it in the theaters and we didn't take them. Something else came up and we never did get there. And so I was surprised when it was on to stream already. But like I say, Disney, they got to do something. Disney's got to do something because I'm paying for Disney Plus, and I haven't watched it since I gave them the money because I've seen everything they've got to offer. There's nothing there I need to see. The only thing that I wanted to see that I couldn't see anywhere else and hadn't seen was The Mandalorian, and that's over. You know, everything else they've got to offer, I either own already, like all the Marvel movies. I already own all of them, and I've already seen all the Star Wars clone cartoons and stuff, the animation stuff. I've already seen all of that. There's nothing there that I haven't already seen or don't own, and so I'm thinking, why am I paying every month for that? So now there's something else I hadn't seen that I don't own, Frozen 2. There you go. All right, I got to go find the homestead. I think I have one over here somewhere. Here it is. The old Hacienda. Here we go. Let's do about 14 hours. He's probably 12 and not thought it through. Yeah, he's probably 12, and his parents told him to go out in the street and play to get rid of him because he was bothering them. So he decides, well, I'll go on there and make some people mad by saying something stupid. Anyway, there you go. Right. Let's get... I want to try that new equipment, but I don't have any money. What if I've got anything to sell? Where's the truck? Where did I leave my truck? There. Well, the wool's ready to pick up. Let's do... I got a new trailer. If I can find it. Auto load equipment. This one here... Scorpio and I were talking about a flatbed that can auto load that actually works. And the main use for it was picking up pallets from the global production mods, right? So we were looking for something that would do that. Scorpion found this and sent it to me. So it works very well. I've been using it, and it's a pretty nice trailer. Too bad it's a lizard, but oh well. Can't have everything, right? But it looks like a nice trailer. Wide tires. Extra balloon tires. Yeah, I'm just going to go with regular tires, I guess. Let's buy that. And then I don't have much money left. Let's do I have a truck I'm not using? Rather than buy another truck, have I got a truck that I'm not using? Do I even have a truck at all? Well, yeah, I do. I know I do. This one. We'll use this one. Oh, I've already got a straw picker-upper. A hay picker-upper there. Oh, well, I want to use this truck and this trailer anyway. Know what I mean? How many sheep? I don't know. I'll have to look. They're full up though. I know that. So let's take a look. We're gonna take a look. Not very many, I don't think. Sheep, 110. Is that what that says? Okay, I got 110. Wait a minute. Those are black sheep. I got 111 and 110. I got 221. Looks like. So there we go. Let's go down and get that trailer. Whoa, I wasn't watching where my truck was going. Where am I? I'm on a hill. Woohoo! There's the wool. I'll get a trailer and come back up here and pick those up. Oh! Oh! That was a good bounce! Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Looks like a dog. Looks like a dog on the carpet trying to scratch his butt. Ah, did you see that maneuver? Don't try that at home. I'm a professional. Uh-oh, what'd I hit? There's that thing that's floating in the air. I don't know what it is. Look at that. What is that anyway? Oh, it's a water thing. Like you... it's like a water main. It even says water on it. What's it doing up in the air? That there crater right there, tell you what. That's a scary noise. Who put that trailer there? Like a dog. It's like a dog. Like a hot dog. Alright, I think I can get back up this way. I did before. Not in a truck, though. Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't think about that. I got that big trailer behind me. Go, truck, go. Alright, let's see what this thing will pick up. It's set for pallets, I believe. But we'll check it out. Have to check it out. Turn it on. Okay, turn it on. Wait a minute, let me turn it off again. And then set it for... Well, no, this might already be pallets. Let's see. It may consider this a pallet. Because they're setting on a pallet, right? Right? Okay. So... yeah. Works great. Now, there is a problem. When I go to sell this stuff, if you see the pallets that are above the axles there, it doesn't sell them. It'll sell everything beyond that point. And so what I had to do was I had to go like back like this and slam the brakes on, and they would slide back, and then they would sell. Isn't that crazy? All right, so let's put the straps on. We're gonna head down to the wool place. I'm just gonna take it to my sell point, I think, because I don't know where the spinnery is on the map, but I think I can sell them at my place. If not, then I'll have to find the spinnery. Scorpion, I started using the herbicide maker. I had to up the speed on it way too slow. Which one are you using? The one on this map? Or the one on... Which one are you using? The global one? Let's see. Herbicide. I don't know if I... Whiskey, sell whiskey. Okay, I don't see one on this map. Is there one built onto the map? Or something? Or something. Oh, hang on, guys. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I need to check my blood sugar. Nope, I'm okay. Maybe I'm just high on life. I don't know if I'm going to make it up this hill, but I hope to. Oh, no. Got lots of power. We're looking good. Looking good. Looking good because I think I could. Don't know if I should. Now wait a minute, I had that thing turned hard and it just kept going straight. That was weird. Don't think you got that one. I have. You make you're and an acid, then mix it as 5 or 6 different buildings. Really? Never heard of such a tank. All right, let's take the straps down, and I'll show you what this thing does. Well, it might not do it on this, I don't know, but it did it on the other map I was playing. So you get up on the sell point, and hopefully it'll sell, but let's see. Okay, so we got to turn the auto loader off, and then you hit the Y for unload, and it sells it, but it doesn't sell the first 2. And so then you have to do something like this. See? Isn't that the weirdest thing? Scorpion, have you used this trailer? And does it do that for you? Or does it just not like the Rudeman? So, if you're the Rudeman, you have to be a professional driver to get the stuff off the trailer. All right, now, the reason why... Now, I have that other mod that picks up the... because that's what it's made for. The other mod that picks up the bales, I've got already. But this is a new trailer for me. So I want to see how it does picking up all the things that I need to have picked up. Where's my farm? Here it is. Okay, so I've got this thing right here that comes with this comes with the baling equipment, and it works very well. I actually like it, but I wanted to test the trailer out. I want to see what the trailer will do since it's a new piece of equipment. Well, and here's the problem. If you use the auto loader, it automatically starts at that front area. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And so you have to load stuff up there, but then you can't get it to sell. You have to do tricky business like I just had to do. Okay, now it's not set on, it's still set on pallets, so it isn't going to pick these up, but let's see about that. I have to turn the auto load off, and then is it Z? Large pallets, 16 large pallets, pallets 20X, long pallets, tall pallets, green pallets, orange pallets. I guess it picks up pallets. And a gold box. What the hell's a gold box? I haven't had a map that does gold that I remember. Recycle bin pallets. Barrier pallets. This reminds me of Forrest Gump when the guy's talking about shrimp. Large square bales. Okay, I don't know if these are large square bales. Small square bales. Okay, doesn't like those. I wonder if that's a large square bale. That's a round bale. Okay, I gotta go back around. Barrier pallets, mission pallets. Large square bales. There it goes. So it's a large bale. But notice that it automatically picks it up and puts it in the front position. So there's no way getting around it. You're going to have to do what I did. And the only other thing you could do is put on your super strength if you've got it, and actually pick the bales up and chuck them off. Look at those pretty Pepto-Bismol bales. Doesn't it make you sick to your stomach? Or if you're sick to your stomach, don't you want to eat one of them? Oh, it put one on the end. That's sweet. But look, it'll hold more. So, hey, it works pretty good. Well, except for the selling part. Okay, but I know what you're saying, Scorpion. But the first map I used it on was Reeseville. And that's what it did. That's how I know it does it. I haven't used it on any other map. Okay, it sold the bells. It sold the bales just fine. Must be a pallet issue. It's prejudice against pallets, I guess. Oh, I know. It sold them because it wanted to get that pink stuff off its back. I said, get rid of this pink stuff. It's ugly. What am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the baler. No, I'm looking for this. I gotta pick up the rest of that grass. Oh. Well, see, I have to blame that on the delay again. I didn't realize that was what you were talking about. Because I was talking about the unloading and then the delay's like a half hour long. I don't know why they make the delay so long on these live streams. And here's the funny part. Most equipment that you use to live stream, there's a setting that you can put to actually extend the delay longer. And I always say, well, why in the heck would you want to do that? It's already too long. All right. That'll take care of that until I decide to do another harvest on there. Okay, so now let's see. I need to go and turn that off. I need to go down to the fields. Wait a minute. Start up here. See what I need to do on them. Oh, it needs plowing. Oh, of course it does. They all need plowing. All God's children need to be plowed up. Alright, what about the ones down below? I'm looking for any that don't need plowing because I can start seeding those right away and then go to the plowing. That needs plowing. Well, unless you're from overseas and then it's plowing. I'm hot. I'm going to take a bath. Woohoo! Alright, this one needs plowing. This one does not. Alright. I have one field that doesn't need plowing. But didn't I buy some big fields over here on the side? I did, didn't I? Yeah, this is Benjamin Ecke. Didn't I buy 5 and 6? Oh, they got fruit on them. Wheat. And barley. Barley. I'm going to do this. I like to make cream of barley soup. Anybody else like cream of barley soup? But I'll only eat if it's very thick. I like really thick soup. If it's not thick, if it's not thick, then I have to pour a ton of crackers in it to thicken it up, or eat a loaf of bread, sopping it up. And that's too much bread for anybody to eat. I try not to eat too much bread. I like bread, but there's a reason why. Bread. If I go to a restaurant and I'm having breakfast, and they'll say, "What kind of bread do you want your toast to be?" The first thing I ask, because they've got what, rye bread, they've got tofu bread, they got cardboard bread, and then so the first thing I ask is, what bread do you have that is the worst for me dietarily? And they'll say, oh, that's the white. And I say, okay, that's what I want then, because that's probably the one that's going to taste the best. So there's, I guess there's dietary reasons. Oh, goodness gracious. My machine is empty. There's probably dietary reasons not to eat so much bread. So I probably shouldn't. But the other reason is I love butter. And when I butter a piece of bread, I butter a piece of bread. Where's that truck of mine and what's it got on it? What's it got? What is that? Is that seeds? I've never used this in this manner. Let's see if it even works. I love this truck, by the way. Pea and mint soup. Oh, I've never had that before. I'm a soup eater. I like soup. Does your wife ever make a taco soup? There's a restaurant around here made a taco soup, and it was pretty good. But I like cream of broccoli. I'm not a big broccoli eater. That'd be broccoli for most people. I just call it broccoli. I like cream of broccoli soup, but I don't. Broccoli's not my thing. If I'm gonna eat cabbage, I'm gonna eat a piece of cabbage. Isn't broccoli the one that looks like miniature cabbage? I don't like bite-sized food. I see people do these things called a fondue. You ever do a fondue? Our company took us to dinner one time and went to a fondue restaurant. And we sat there for an hour and I didn't get anything to eat. You got to eat it one little piece at a time, and you have to fight your neighbors away from it so you can get to it because everybody's trying to stick it at the same time. And I got into it for about an hour and I said, I'm sorry guys, but I got to go find me a hamburger. And I put my coat on and left. Went down to a hamburger joint. Okay. It's not working. I don't know what's in this truck and I don't know how to use it. So maybe it doesn't work. I haven't used it before. Anybody else use this truck? This is the 2016 Silverado 1500. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. There goes my truck. Oh, geez. Well, I don't know what to do. I wonder if there's something you have to do to make it work, or if it even does work. Oh, there's nothing in it? What? Oh, I thought that stuff had stuff in it. It doesn't. Options? I don't look at no damn options. I don't have to read stuff. Andy bit of oxtail soup. Oh my God. Do you know what the oxtail does? It spreads their poo. That sounds terrible. So I had to buy it anyway. Well, that's okay. Now, is that fertilizer? I never know what their silly I don't know what their silly icons say. Is this seed here? Or is that fertilizer? Well, that didn't work. Maybe that's the seed down there. Scorpion thinks I'm going to go read the options. I'm going to read no options. There we go. So you got to fill it up first. All right. Well, there you go. I guess that makes sense. So here's the bad thing, though. When you buy this truck, you have to select what function you want it to do. And in this case, I need herbicide and seeds, which means I'd probably have to get 2 trucks, one with herbicide on it and one with seeds on it. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't, does it? 2,000. No, God, what a. It's just a pretty truck. Let's put it that way. This is what they in a marriage they'd call this a trophy wife. So that probably didn't really give me anything. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. It doesn't put anything in there. So I still got to go up to the farm. Yeah, this would be a. They would consider that truck a trophy wife. It can't cook. You can't talk to it intelligently. It doesn't clean, but it looks good. That was sexist, wasn't it? But then I'm talking about a truck. What did you think I was talking about? Lamb's liver, I prefer. You guys are sick. Why don't you eat one of your snakes? That probably tastes pretty good. Be like chicken. And you guys need to read some medical biology anatomy books. You know what the liver does? Why would you ever want to eat the liver after knowing what the liver does in your body? The liver's like the body's vacuum cleaner. It cleans everything out. Have you ever seen what the vacuum cleaner collects? Would you want to eat that? Well, I'd say something, but I better not. It hit too close to home. Wifey's watching Toy Story. Toy Story 4? Good Lord, how many of those are they going to make? I sat down and watched a Toy Story. I can't even say it. A Toy Story with the kids about a month or so ago. And I didn't even watch the first one all the way through. And I'm not even sure which one we were watching. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. All I know is it was Toy Story. And it had something where they escaped and Little Bo Peep became like Rambo. Little Bo Peep was one of the little dolls in the toy section there. She became like Rambo and was just a butt kicker. And used that staff of hers like it was, like a two-bladed lightsaber or something. Anyway, I don't know which one it was, but I watched part of it. Now, which field was it that I could actually? Oh, it wasn't this one. That was number 4. Okay. Denam is Harry. Buzz Lightyear and Woody divorce in Toy Story 4. What? That's funny. Hey, Dename. How you doing? The name is Harry. I like that. The name is Harry. I've only known a few people named Harry in my life. There was a guy I used to work with. His name was Harry Martin. And if you think about it, it's kind of a funny name. Um, I mean, look, what if your last name was Ball? You'd be Harry Balls. I mean, it, it's a funny name. You got to admit, it's a funny name. I've only known a couple people named Harry. What if your last name was Legs? You'd be Harry Legs. Let's see. What should I plant? I think I'm going to plant what makes me the best money. I'm going to plant cotton everywhere. Maybe. Cotton. Christine Daggernot. Is that how you pronounce that? Daggernot? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see. I was trying to think of another Harry. There used to be a show on TV where the judge's name was Harry, I think. Night Court, I think it was called. That was a funny show. I liked that show. But I think his name was Harry. I just don't know a lot of Harry people. No, wait a minute. People named Harry. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Ivor Headache? Are you kidding? That's kind of odd. What did Scorpion say? Had a hairy wang at work. Oh, God. See what I mean? It's hard to use the name. Now, wait a minute. I got to ask this because the name, is that really your name, Harry? Because I don't mean to be making fun of you. Looks like I missed a little swath there. I'm not having... This thing needs to... I need to beef the brakes up on this tractor. Uh-oh. Hang on. What did I not do? I didn't turn it on, is what I didn't do. I'm having trouble. I sound like RoboCop now. There will be trouble. It's Dutch. Oh, good. I didn't mean to be making fun of your name. But seriously, you have to admit Harry is kind of a funny name, or can be a funny name. I'll tell you what. I remember when we had our first child. The wife was in a hospital room after having the child. There was another couple that had a child within hours of ours, and they were sharing a room, the two mothers. And the people's name, her last name was Stone, and they were told that their child was going to be a little girl. And so they had little girl clothes. They had painted the room little girl colors. And then, of course, guess what? They had a little boy. And so they had never picked out a name for a boy. So there we are, me and her husband and my wife and his wife. And they brought a steak dinner in for us, since we were sharing a room, to celebrate the birth of our, two children. And we at dinner were trying to come up with names for their little boy. Well, guess what? The last name was Stone. So of course it's, well, let's call him Flint. Flint Stone. We could call him Roland. Roland Stone. We just had a ball at dinner just trying to come up with silly names. Morris? I don't understand. Um, yeah, no, I don't understand. All right, I got to get the plow out here. I'm fooling around. My 2 hours is up. Um, I should probably go, but if I go another hour, is there anybody going to stay? Since I normally only do 2 hours. Well, there's two. Um, all right, I tell you what, I'll put another hour in. I'll put another hour in just for you guys. Now that guy's really going to come back and tell me I don't have a life. Where's Bill at today? Just before I decided to come in and live stream, Bill was playing Farm Sim, so I thought he would be in today. It's time for Big Bud. All right, Morris. You guys are scaring Morris out. Wow. Must be some crooked ground here. You know what? It could be that Bill has more than one account, and he only comes in on Sunday as a crazy person. Because I could see that. Haven't seen Dustin today either. You guys remember Dustin that's been coming in the last few weeks? And Lynn was giving him a hard time, and I think Scorpion was giving him a hard time, and because he kept doing stuff, and somebody put him in timeout. He's settled down since then, but remember, he blocked all you guys that were banning him. I thought that was funny. Well, I don't think it's going to do you any good to block somebody with a hammer. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, he settled down and he's been coming in pretty regular. I wonder where he is today. Yeah, that's what I meant, that he chilled out. He kind of got used to us. But I kept telling him, I said, well, don't say what you're saying and they wouldn't ban you. Well, you weren't banning him anyway. You just putting him in timeout. But I told him, I said, well, quit talking like that. They won't put you in timeout. All right. Let's see. I got the planting done. I can't do anything until the plowing is done. So, what else can I do? Let's see. The poo's not quite ready to pick up yet. I don't know. This is a nice truck, but it's kind of worthless as far as hauling stuff. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna take the stuff out of the back and just put the fifth wheel in, so I can haul a trailer with it. That's what I think I'll do. That's where it's gonna be most functional, because it doesn't hold enough to even matter as far as that other stuff. Did I put one of the little buildings in that you can, the little shoppy thing? Wait, I think there's one built in. Let's see. I think there's a shop built in here. Yeah, there's a shoppy thing. All right. I'm gonna customize this thing. Conditions okay. Let's customize it. And we're gonna take, oh, well, that's what I want right there. But let's see. Off-road, rally black, seeds. Let's get that out of there. Just put it standard. Standard mirrors. No, because I'm gonna be hauling stuff with it. Let's put a tow mirror on. How do you get the tow mirrors to come out? That's weird. Okay. Service. Standard. Oh, never mind. I wanted it standard. Okay. Vehicle service active. No, let's turn it not active. Frame width default. Style 3 both. Even tint. The 6.2 liter engine. Trailer. So it's got a trailer package on the back and the fifth wheel. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna do that right there. All right. Oh, it didn't wash it. It's all doity. I don't think you'd want to wash this inside the building because all the mud would just be everywhere. But that doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, this truck has a lot of options. Yeah, here's some more options that you didn't really, that I buzzed right by. See that Chevy sign in the front? That yellow Chevy sign? You can actually change the color of that. There's so many things you can change on this that it's really kind of cool. And it sounds good too. Oh, the mirrors came out as soon as I got in it. Well, that's weird. When I bought the mirrors, they weren't out. Huh. Fold car. Okay, hang on. Let's see what fold car does. It puts the mirrors in. Look at that. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. That's very sweet. Very cool. Now it's got the it's got the ability to open cover. Oh, what was that? Oh my God! Did you see that? Look, the tow bar on the back, the tow, what do they call that thing? Whatever they call that thing, it goes up and down. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, look, this opens up. Oh, look at that. All right, hang on. I gotta get rid of this. Let's do that. That is really super cool. Okay, close the cover. Look at that. That's very creative. And it's even got a horn. It's got a crappy horn. Oh, that's a terrible horn. That's very cool. What else does it do? Anything? Now, it says you can unload, which means you can put stuff in it and load. You can load it and unload it. Wonder what you can load in it. Like bales or something? Or that's pretty sweet, though. I like that. Very good job, whoever did this. I love it. It's very sweet. All right, what else I need to do? I don't know what to do. Well, this guy's almost done, and then I can seed this field. Not the the little not the little mower. What little mower? What are you talking about? Little mower. You can put the you can put this. Oh, what's that? I remember that, but I haven't used it. Where's that little thingamabobberdoodle? This little thing. Will that go in it? I don't like that mower. I should have taken that mod out. I don't like that mod. Okay, this isn't going to work. I got to stop this guy. Hang on. Because of that, you see that hill up ahead? This is never going to work. I got to get this lined up. Yeah, my little Miata has that option where you can fold the mirrors in, but it's not on a motor. I have to just grab it and pull it in. It kind of snaps in. That's what I do when I drive it in the garage, because I don't want people walking through the garage and with fat hips and snatch my mirror and mess it up. So when I park it in the garage, as soon as I get in the garage, I take the mirrors and fold them in. Because people, you never have damn people in their big hips, just a swanging everywhere. Taking my mirrors out. What are you talking about, Scorpion? Is it that thing that we had before? Because I don't like that. It's a crappy mod. I won't use it. I got that thing. This thing right here. I don't like it. It's a terrible mod. It's an awful mod. Alright, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the flat fields, because I'm going to have to do those fields up there manually. But I want to plant some cotton. So I'm going to go to field number 5 and 6 because they're flat. Oh, so it's a regular Amazon mower, okay, like a John Deere, like a little lawn tractor. I got you. Who owns 14 and how much does it cost? Because it's on my property, kind of, sort of, if you know what I mean. 14. How much does... Oh, I bet it costs more than I have. Oh, my God. You can't just buy 14. It's $700,000. That's not a bad price. But I can't afford that. It's both of those. But it doesn't include 10, right? It didn't include 10? No, it doesn't include 10. Oh, and I get half the waterway, too. Isn't that sweet? Well, shoot. I don't have the money. Can you guys turn your head for a minute? I'm going to try something. Don't look. You can't look. Okay, ready? Don't look. It didn't work. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Okay, you can look now. How'd that happen? Wow. Christmas came early. How do you pronounce that? Rishikesh? Oh, okay. Thanks, Scorpion. All right, where am I now? Is it? Okay. I was gonna plow this up, but I don't want to do that. Why? I came down here to look to see if this stuff had crop on it, and it did. Why did I not get my combine out here? I could have had this stuff done. That was like an hour ago. Four buckets of grain. What do you mean you had to fix the? You had to fix the capacity? You mean you had to change the capacity? You had to cheat? Yeah, people use the old cheat word too much. Oh, yeah, no problem. I can fix that. Yeah, so you want double pay just to keep quiet, huh, Craig? I'll keep quiet for double pay. Now, see, there's a good worker. He didn't say he wasn't going to work. He just wants double pay. All right, now let's see. I think the last thing I did was canola or soybeans, so I need to turn the headers back on. The windrows, I'm sorry. Turn the windrowing back on. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's go find number 1. That was number 2. Oh, I already had one of them little boogers. Now I got 2 of them. Oh, man. I didn't know I had one of those already. What am I looking for? My other combine. Where's my other combine? I'm almost sure I had 2 yeah, there it is. All I just gotta do is find my header, though. Where did I leave my header? How do I keep losing headers? There it is. It's on the end of that building there. That's a corn header. What is it about Sunday that all the weirdos come out? All right, I don't know what I did with my header. I had to have bought 2 headers. There it is, over there. Why is it yellow? Oh, it's John Deere yellow. Never mind. It's John Deere green and yellow. It's like a Twinkie. It's got white in the middle. Which is better, PlayStation or Xbox? Well, 45 guy, first of all, thanks for stopping by. I have both. I've got every version of PlayStation. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, PlayStation Pro. I've got Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. And the only way I could judge which one is better, now there's a lot of, this is just my opinion for what it's worth. There's a lot of things on the internet where they will take an Xbox and a PlayStation and they'll compare a game, like let's say Batman game, Gotham, and they will play it on the Xbox and they'll play it on the PlayStation, and they'll put the video side by side so you can see, and they'll say, oh, well, the PlayStation has better quality graphics or whatever. I can never tell. Whenever I've seen that happen, they both look the same to me. So if you take that out of the equation, if you take that out, then what else would be the difference between a PlayStation and an Xbox? Okay, it comes down to the kind of games you want to play. It comes down to what do you do when you play a console? You've got a controller in your hand. Okay, their controllers are different. Let's say you're going to play Xbox or PlayStation 4 or 5 hours a day. Which one of those controllers is going to fit better in your hand? To me, that makes a difference. Now, I have very small hands. So when it comes to controllers, I actually prefer the PlayStation better because it's usually a smaller controller. And it's easier for me to handle because my hands are very small. That being said, the kind of games that I play on the consoles, and I'm not a big console player even though I own them. I very seldom, I'm a PC guy. I very seldom play the consoles. But when I do, I like to play like Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim, those kind of role-playing fantasy type games. Those are what I like. And I'd have to say, if somebody said, I'm going to take one of your consoles away, which one do you want to keep? I'd say the PlayStation. Because in the past, a lot of the games I wanted to play were exclusive on the PlayStation. You couldn't play them anywhere else. So that's my opinion for what it's worth. Oh, it's going to do that again. I'm having that same problem I had in the other game. Oh man, come on. All right, in this case, the problem was the cruise control. Grimyas, why do they compare Farm Simulator 19 on console to PC all the time? Well, Farm Sim came out originally on the PC, but with each new variant of the game, they're making it more usable on the console than they are for the PC. So they're comparing it in that respect, because there's some things on Farm Sim 19 that if you're strictly a PC player have kind of messed it up for us. You know, we used to have sliders that we could use the mouse to control. We don't anymore, and because it's being made more for the consoles. They're leaning more towards the consoles than they are the PC. Other than that, I don't really know. That'd be my only thought. So is 45 guy gone? He just wanted to know the difference between which was better, Xbox or PlayStation? Because he got his answer and he says he's gone. What? Okay, that's okay. I mean, you know, hey, that's just my opinion. There'll be people out there to tell you that, well, the problem is consoles are expensive, so are computers. You're not going to go out there and buy a brand new computer just to play one game. Yet there's people out there that'll buy, you know, same thing with a console. So a lot of people don't have both. And so consequently, if you're playing on the Xbox, you're going to be a fanboy. And you're going to badmouth the PlayStation, and vice versa for the PlayStation people. In my case, my opinion, I'm looking at it completely different because I have both. And I didn't have to choose between one or another. Now, does that make my opinion valuable? I don't know. It's still just my opinion. But yeah, if I had to choose, if somebody told me they were going to come over today and take one of my machines, I would say, well, okay, take the Xbox. I would probably miss parts, you know, of it, but if I had to choose, that would be my choice. All right, now what do I do with this? I don't need it. I should have looked before I bought it, huh? I think it sounds like a lawnmower. All right, let's see how this does. What did I do with that truck? There it is. I should probably slow down. By golly, it fit. Wonder if it locks in there. Man, it acts like it's got a load. Do you see how slow it took off? It looks like it's got a heck of a load on it. That's funny. I wonder if it's truly locked in there. I'm having a hard time. It's having a little bit of a hard time. Oh, there it went, there it went, there it went. Oh, it landed on his feet. That was funny. All right. Well, I didn't check to see if there was an option for locking it in, but man, that thing's buried axle deep. Oh, it was too. Look at that. Now, it drove up there just fine in the first place. Oh, it kind of had to go over the axles, didn't it? It kind of did. All right. Let's see if... holy smokes. Let me get this thing buried to the hilt. I don't know if there's a closed cover. Okay, I'll put the ramps away. Fasten tension belts. There is. Okay. There is a belt. How does it work? There's a tension belt. That's good to know. Oh, the belts don't work, though. Oh, maybe they do. Did you see that thing bouncing around in there? Weird. It's strange and wonderful. Oh, it didn't work. Straps didn't work. Well, I have to take that back. All right, fine. I got work to do. Those combines, I've either got a hell of a crop going here, or those combines don't hold much. Let's see. Barley's in the front. Wheat's in the back. This is wheat. Because I don't want to... I don't know... There we go. Okay. A cat gripping on for dear life. Okay, guys. You guys made me go over my 2 hours, so I need a bio break. So let me... You guys watch my combine. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Nobody missed me. I shouldn't even have said I was going anywhere. You guys never miss me. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't leave. I had one of my friends that plays Elite Dangerous with me gave me a compliment the other day as far as my videos and my live streams, and that he said that sometimes he'll be watching live streams and stuff, and they hardly ever talk. And so his point was that when they watch me, I'm always saying something, so it makes it more interesting. Now, I don't know about that myself. I would think I'm kind of boring, but you did? Well, thank you. Rishikesh says they missed me. I knew somebody might. Now, I don't know if this is a good idea, what I'm doing. I'm using one trailer for barley and one trailer for wheat. But it's better than having two trucks out here and having to constantly drive back and forth to the farm. Okay, so that one over there is going to probably... Well, I'll just wait for this one and we'll catch that one. I guess. I don't know. Dang it, my Mountain Dew's gone. I sure like my new koozie. It's a thermos. Thing was expensive. You guys know what a koozie is. It's a insulated container that you can stick a pop in, right? Now, my wife thinks that's called a cozy. But I think it's a koozie. At least the way it's spelled. It's spelled C-O-O-Z-I-E. Koozie. Anyway, it was quite expensive. But I can put a soda in this thing, and in a 2 to 3 hour live stream, it's still cold. If I'm just kind of sipping at it, because it just works very well. You got one from Australia. This one is just, it's a thermos, and it's stainless steel, and it was very expensive. I paid $18 for it. And I think that's expensive for what it is. It's just a koozie. I mean, it's just a drink of soda. I mean, they give them away free for advertising in a lot of places. That they're those ones that are either made out of styrofoam or they're made out of that same material that a wetsuit, like, you know, when you scuba dive, that material, that rubber type material, that's what they make them out of, that kind of thing. And they work okay, but they don't keep them cold that long. I've got one of those that they gave me when I bought my car. You know, they threw it in. It's got a Mazda logo on it. Oh, here, take one of these. Sure, why not? I just spent, you know, almost $40,000 for a car. Thanks. Gave me a 10-cent piece of whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I've got one that's made out of that material like a wetsuit is made out of. And it works well, but it doesn't make it cold very long. It just makes it easier to grip. You know what I mean? Time for dinner. Say it ain't so. Yeah, the cheap foamy stuff. Yeah. All right, Scorpion. Catch you later. Enjoy your dinner. Got a hole in the can. Gamer says there's a hole in the can. That's bad. You know, when I read that, the first thing that entered my mind was that somebody else earlier was talking about Toy Story. And when he said there's a hole in the can, I'm thinking, there's a snake in my boot. Wow, these guys are getting full faster than I can get between the two of them. I guess that's a good thing. I'm getting hungry too. Dang it, Scorpion talking about dinner. No, it's not. It's not even dinner time for me. I try to eat dinner between 5 and 6 o'clock. We used to eat, a lot later than that. I used to eat dinner like between 7 and 8 o'clock, and more times 8 o'clock than it was 7, and or even later than that. And it's not really good for you to eat a big meal and then go to bed, right? So I try to eat between 5 and 6 o'clock, and it's not even 4 o'clock here yet. So I still got an hour to go. But as soon as he starts talking food, I start getting hungry. But there's nothing says I can't have a snack, right? Oh, he went on a holiday and he brought you back one of those, huh? Where did he go on holiday? Evidently someplace that they make koozies. He went to Oz. Would he go looking for a heart or a brain or courage? Yeah, I remember you said it was from Australia. I'm just teasing you. It'd be funny if they made a koozie shaped like a kangaroo, so the soda went in the pouch. That'd be funny. That'd be cute. All right, I'm almost full here. I'm actually full enough, 99%. Getting any closer than that. Well, there, topped it off to 100. Well, I modded this one. Sorry, guys, I'm having a snack. I modded this one to go fast like that. I modded it myself. Which, You know, if I played a console, I could probably do that myself, but I don't play this on a console. I have it on a console, but I don't play it on a console. Woo! All right, 85%. Let me see if I can fill this thing up before I go back to the farm. I said fill it off. I meant fill it up. Fill it up, Mickey. Conversation between Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Fill it up, Mickey. Yeah, this one I made it empty faster, but I did not change the capacity on it. This particular mod, this John Deere mod, is got a lot of scripting in it, and I seriously did not want to get into changing the scripting, so I left it alone. But I did change it to empty. Faster. I could change the bin. It wasn't that hard. But the difference is on this one, if you've ever seen that mod, well, I'll show you. If you've seen this mod that I'm using here, let's see. It's one of these right here. I think it's that one. Yeah. It's this one. Now look at the bin. You can change the grain bin 100 different ways. See what I mean? You can change it many, many different ways. And all of that scripting to change you have to go in there and make sure you're either changing all of them or pick out the one you're using and change it. And I'm just too damn lazy. I didn't want to do it. So I didn't. All I did was make it empty faster. So there you go. Yeah, I do crazy things. I've got I've got a dump truck that holds 3 million tons of grain. And you don't see me using it. It's a cheaty thing. But there's a game that I play that's the Wild West. You guys have seen it. And there's the fields are so big on that if you played it legitimately with in-game equipment, it would take you literally solid 2 or 3 days just to harvest one field. And so I don't do it. What I did was I took a combine and I made the combine hold 1 million tons of grain. And then I bought 3 of them and put them on the one field that I'm speaking of. And I had 3 combines going. Well, that meant that each one did 1 million. So that meant when they were full, they had 3 million tons of grain on them. So I, oh geez. So I engineered the truck to hold 3 million, so that when each of those combines filled up, I'd run into the field with that dump truck and pick 1 million from each one of them and take it into the farm. And even with that, it took me several hours to harvest that one field. Even by doing that, it was crazy. All right, I don't know what's going to happen here. I got a problem. You know what I could do? I need the money. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get stuck. That's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh, I am going to get stuck, aren't I? Okay, I'll take this and sell it, because the sell point I have is right over there on flat ground. So rather than climb that hill or try to climb that hill, I'd have to serpentine up that hill to get it. So I'll just take this stuff and sell it. Yeah. Well, notice you don't see me doing it on live streams and on videos. I don't use that equipment for that. I use that big equipment like that when I'm farming for fun, just by myself, and not recording or live streaming. And I don't want to sit there for 6-7 hours harvesting one field. Then I use that bigger equipment for that. Well, that's not the half of it. You guys have seen my combines. I engineered those combines to do about 30 miles an hour. They harvest about 30 miles an hour. And I just passed my sell point. I'll just pretend I was coming in from the other angle. Okay, this one is storage. I don't want this one. We'll go on to the next one. I didn't look to see how much I was making. I'm broke. $500,000. Okay, that was 107,000 for the wheat, and I forgot to look to see what the barley sold for. I'm in trouble. Robocop's coming after me. There will be trouble. I haven't watched that movie forever. I should probably watch it. I don't think I like the sequels to it, but I like the first one though very well. And I don't know, the remake of it was okay, but I think I still prefer the original movie. Hey, does Scorpion say what he's having for dinner? Didn't he say his wife was making some kind of soup? Hey, Andy. Andy's driving one of the combines. Better do a good job, Andy. I'm paying double time today. All right, Chris Bourne is in this one. Chris Bourne's driving this combine. Andy's driving that one over there. All right, Andy, give me what you got. You guys want to know what Andy looks like? Let's see what Andy looks like. There's what Andy looks like. TV last night, RoboCop was? Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? There's Bill. Better late than never. How do you know I streamed for 2 hours? I was telling everybody I was missing Bill. I was playing Elite Dangerous this morning and I saw Bill was in playing Farm Sim. Oh my God. Bill's got a face mask on, his little smiley guy. Does that work? That gonna help? Bill, is Greta keeping you guys safe over there? She's saving the day. Well, you're probably the only one that's got any. They're buying it up like crazy over here. You know what I said? Most of the time, your toilet's right by your shower. If you run out of toilet paper, just take a shower. Oh, that's kind of gross. Never mind. Forget I said that. Somebody said just go out in the backyard and pull up a handful of grass and use it. Uh-oh, we grossed Andy out. He's out of here. Andy says, hell with that. I'm gone. You can talk about toilet paper. Just like there. So, yeah, but you didn't answer my question. Is Greta keeping you guys safe? Woohoo! I didn't really think he'd go over that. I thought I was going to get stuck. What's new, Bill? That's true. That's true. When I was driving truck to make money for college when I was a kid, that's what I hauled. I worked for a company that hauled paper products, paper plates, paper towels, toilet paper, napkins. That's what we hauled. It was a good job because that stuff isn't heavy. Now, there was occasionally where they would take a contract to deliver newsprint, newspaper. You know what? Those rolls are huge. They're like 10-foot tall rolls of newspaper. Oh my God, those rolls were heavy. they would bring them in my truck, and they would have to make sure that they were exactly in the center of the trailer. And then they would use these big wooden blocks and nail them into the wooden floor of the trailers to keep these rolls from rolling. And they were so heavy. And I drove a set of double trailers just like this right here. I had two 26-foot trailers that I hauled with, only they were, of course, not a grain trailer. But oh my God, going up hills with those things. I had to go from Washington State all the way down to Los Angeles. Well, the newspaper print actually went to San Diego. It was for the San Diego Chronicle or whatever they call it down there. And that stuff was so heavy. And of course there's mountain passes you have to go on. And you had to be pretty good at shifting gears, because if you started up a hill and you missed a gear, you were in big trouble. That truck would start rolling backwards down the mountain. Oh my God. You had to really, really be good at shifting to make it up those hills. I didn't like it. I liked it better when I was hauling toilet paper. Pro Gamer Fortnite, you're a YouTuber? Cool. Pro Gamer, is that your actual YouTube name? Pro Gamer Fortnite or Pro Gamer? What do you mean you don't have anything on it? Did Andy ever come back? I'm only waiting for him. Yeah, they talked me into doing the extra hour, which is over now, Bill. You came in just in time. How come you're not in bed anyway? Isn't it late where you're at? Oh, Andy says he's back. All right. Well, I was waiting for Andy to come back. Oh, on his YouTube channel? Well, I'll have to check it out, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I was waiting for Andy to get back, and he's back now. But I've got 3 hours in. I guess I better go out and see if the family still knows who I am. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. And again, I'll be back on Tuesday unless something happens to me, that is. And try to do a live stream. You're in bed. Are you watching on your phone or you got a tablet? I know, I saw Andy. I didn't see it. Sorry. I didn't see where it says back. So you got a couple extra minutes out of me because I was waiting for Andy and he's already here. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and I'll come back on Tuesday and we'll do it again. Hope you had fun. Thanks everybody for keeping me company. And I didn't have anything else to do. I was kind of bored this weekend. And I'm getting sick of watching all the stuff that's happening on TV. So it was kind of nice to come in and have a little bit of distraction here. So hope you all had fun, and everybody have a good evening, and hopefully I'll see you again on Tuesday. Night, everybody.